Students, myself Manoj Chotia from Raghunath School. Welcome to your today's class. Today's our topic is biological classification. Biological classification. As you know, biology means study of organism or living organism. Whenever we divided all the word in two parts, one is non-living and another is living. And what is living? Living means the structure in which protoplasm is present, or Huxley says that the physical basis of life is protoplasm. Means uh, in a particular structure, if protoplasm is present and it shows vital activities, it means it is living. Then study of living is called biology. And classification, what is classification? Upon the basis of similarities and dissimilarities, upon the basis of similarities and dissimilarities, when we are classify anything in two or more than two kingdoms, then it is called classification. Or scientific language of classification is the scientific practice. Classification is the scientific practice of identifying, naming and grouping of living organism. Classification is the scientific practice of naming, identifying and grouping of living organism. The branch of biology, the branch of biology which deals with classification is called taxonomy. We studied earlier. The branch of biology which deals with classification is called taxonomy or systematics or systematics. As you know, father of biology, Aristotle. Aristotle classified living organism into two parts, plant and animal, or we can say into two kingdom, plant and animal. Then Theophrastus, father of botany, classify plants into four categories: herbs, shrubs, undertree and tree. So one question arises in our mind: why we classify living organism, or why we classify anything else? So this is a main important question: why living organism can be classified. As you know, about 1.8 million species have been given the scientific name. About 1.8 million species giving scientific name. Total number of estimated species range between 10 to 100 million. Many identified, many are not identified. So whenever we want to study all these species, then it is very difficult work to us. Then we want to easy our study, so we classify all the living organism. And there is uh, some other reasons are also present. I am telling you point wise. Point first: classification make the study of living organism easy. Classification makes the study of living organism easy. Second, relation among various groups. Relation among various group of organism is revelated by classification. Third, the study of few representative from each group helps to integrate the idea of life as a whole. Fourth, biological classification gives knowledge about organisms which are found in specific geographic region. Fifth, it helps in specific identification of various living organisms. And last, it informs about the evolutionary relationship. It informs about the evolutionary relationship by establish the gradually increasing complexity of easy to hard we can say. So we are classify living organism. Then first of all, you know, uh, plant and animal. Then we here classify between और कंपैरिजन, हम यहाँ क्या कर लेंगे, प्लांट और एनिमल में कंपैरिजन कर लेंगे तो अपने को कुछ थोड़ा पता चल जाएगा। और उससे पहले एक चीज और मैं आपको बता दूं, कनेक्टिविटी। कनेक्टिविटी क्या है, आज हम ये लाइव क्लासेस या ऑनलाइन या यूट्यूब के माध्यम से क्यों पढ़ रहे हैं, व्हाई वी स्टडिंग दिस मेथड, बिकॉज ऑफ कोविड-19। सो द फर्स्ट किंगडम is living and non-living. Non-living and biology means living. Then COVID-19 क्या है, COVID-19 क्या है, वायरस है। तो वायरस इज कनेक्टिव बिटवीन नॉन लिविंग एंड लिविंग, रिमेंबर इट। ओके, प्लांट एनिमल कंपैरिजन क्या है, एज यू नो प्लांट्स आर स्टेबल, animals are locomotive, means they can move from one place to another place. Plants can't move from one place to another place. Plants have plastids. Animals lack of plastids. Due to plastids, animal obtained different types of color. There is three types of plastid present in plants: leucoplast, chromoplast, and chloroplast. By chloroplast, plants obtain green color. By chromoplast, plants get different types of color except green. And by leucoplast they obtain white color. So by chloroplast plants gets green color, and as we know green color is present in chlorophyll, and chlorophyll is the source of converting organic substances into inorganic substances. Means plants are autotrophic and animals are heterotrophic. Why? Because plants have chloroplast in it, and chloroplast makes food. So plants are autotrophic and animals are heterotrophic. Special organs of excretory system are absent in plants and present in animals. एक्सक्रेटरी ऑर्गन जो एक्सक्रेटरी मटेरियल जो है उनको बाहर निकालने के लिए प्लांट्स के पास कोई स्पेशल ऑर्गन्स नहीं होते, जबकि एनिमल्स के पास एक्सक्रेटरी ऑर्गन्स को बाहर निकालने के लिए स्पेशल ऑर्गन्स पाए जाते हैं। नेक्स्ट, ग्रोथ। प्लांट्स की जितनी लाइफ स्पेन होती है, टिल देयर लाइफ स्पेन दे कैन ग्रोथ, बट एनिमल्स के अंतर्गत क्या होता है, एक टाइम लिमिटेड के बाद में ग्रोथ स्टॉप्स। सरफेस एरिया कवर्ड बाय प्लांट्स इज टू हाई, एनिमल्स कवर्ड सरफेस एरिया वेरी स्मॉल। सेंस ऑर्गन्स आर absent in plants. A few sense organs are present in a particular plant like Mimosa pudica. छुई मुई आप लोगों ने नाम सुना हो, तो माइमोसा प्यूडिका में क्या होता है, वाइब्रेशन से वो मूवमेंट करती है, ठीक है। तो वो एक प्रकार का सेंस ऑर्गन माइमोसा प्यूडिका में है, मींस पर्टिकुलर प्लांट में, सारे प्लांट्स में नहीं है। बट एनिमल हैव so much developed sensory organs with the help of nervous system and chemical coordination. Last, reproduction are of two type, asexual and sexual. And then after asexual is also divided in two parts, vegetative and agamospermy. So all types of reproduction are present in plants, and plants especially do asexual reproduction because asexual reproduction is a fast method of reproducing offspring. But animal mostly reproduce by sexual reproduction. One thing another, there is a connective between non-living and living is virus. There is also a connective between plant and animal. Who? Euglena. Euglena is the connective between plants and animal because Euglena has both characters are present. प्लांट के करेक्टर्स भी इसमें प्रेजेंट है और एनिमल्स के करेक्टर्स भी प्रेजेंट है. तो प्लांट्स का कौन सा करेक्टर है? प्लांट्स का करेक्टर ऑटोट्रोपिक जो है. तो यूग्लिना हैज chloroplast in it or chlorophyll in it. So whenever it found in upper surface of water, then Euglena is autotrophic, and when Euglena found in depth of water, then it is heterotrophic. Now next term comes here, plant cell and animal cell. Then we differentiate plant cell and animal cell again. Plant cell surrounded by a hard cell wall. Plant cell surrounded by hard cell wall. ये सेल है, ठीक है. और ये जो सराउंडिंग है वो क्या है? प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन और वी कैन से cell membrane. Okay, plant cell have another protective layer around the cell membrane is called cell wall, which is made up of cellulose and pectin. Animal cell lack of cell wall. Second, large vacuole is found in center of the cell. Means ये मान लीजिए सेल है, तो ये large vacuole means empty organ. Actually, whenever the vacuole is performed by a cell, at that time it is empty. After that, it fulfills with excretory material of cell and called cell sap. And this cell sap is denoted the concentration of cell. So in plant cell, a large vacuole is present in the center or in the middle. In animal cells, small vacuoles are present, or it may be vacuoles are absent in animal cell. If they present, their size is very small and they are found in lateral side, not in middle or center. Next, centromere is absent. Vacuole, centromere are the cell organelles. Okay, and in animal cell, centromere is present. Sorry, centrosome. Centrosome is absent in plant cell and centrosome is present in animal cell. Next, cell have plastid in it. We studied earlier. Plastid means chloroplast, chlorophyll, chromoplast, leucoplast. With the help of chloroplast, cell makes their food. So they are called autotrophic, and animal cell is heterotrophic because lack of plastid. Last, inorganic crystals are present in plant cell. Inorganic crystals are present in plant cell but lack in animal cell. Now this is the difference between animal cell and plant cell. Now there is two type of cell, which are that Dor Hartree says that there is two types of cell, and he gives name these two cells. Which are the two cells? You know, you study in metric. Two cells are first prokaryotic and eukaryotic. There is two types of cell, prokaryotic and eukaryotic. As we study the word biology, biology is made up of two words, bio and logy. Bio means biome and logy means study. Then what is biology? Biology is the study of biome or study of organism, study of living organism. Just like prokaryotic and eukaryotic are the words which is made up of two words, pro and karyo. Pro means primitive and karyo means nucleus. Means whenever primitive types of nucleus is present in a cell, then it is called prokaryotic cell. U means advance, or we can say develop. Karyo means nucleus. Whenever advanced or developed nucleus is present in cell, then it is called eukaryotic cell. Just look at the board. This is prokaryotic cell, and as we study type of cell, this is a eukaryotic cell. Here we want to study only nucleus. So in prokaryotic cell, example bacteria, the nucleus is not combines with histone protein, and nucleus is called nucleoid because there is no any differentiate between nucleoplasm and cytoplasm. Whenever we want to see advanced nucleus, I make a structure of advanced nucleus. This is only structure of nucleus. This is called nuclear membrane. This is nucleolus, and it is chromatin material, and here nucleoplasm, and this nucleus is found in a cell. So whenever the nucleus is surrounded by nuclear membrane, and this nuclear membrane differentiate cytoplasm and nucleoplasm, it is called advanced type of nucleus. And in nucleus there is nucleus like structure, nucleolus is also present, but here nucleoplasm and cytoplasm are same. So this is called prokaryotic cell. And as you study about so many cell organelles like mitochondria, chloroplast, Golgi, here we study vacuole, centrosome. All these developed cell organelles are absent in prokaryotic cell and present in eukaryotic cell. And there is two types of ribosomes. Ribosome is also a cell organelle, and two types of ribosome, 70S and 80S. So in prokaryotic cell only 70S ribosomes are present. Now our next topic is different type of kingdom system: 2 kingdom system, 3 kingdom system, 4 kingdom system, 5 kingdom system of classification. In 2 kingdom system, we can say living organism can be divided into two parts: plants and animals. First of all, they are divided by Aristotle, but the 2 kingdom system of classification was given by Carolus Linnaeus. All these kingdom system we will study tomorrow. Thank you for today's class.